first one, we have the square root of 6x minus 2 equals 5 minus 3x. And we want to know which of the following represents the solution set to the equation above. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these values and substitute them in for x. So let's start with a new equation. We'll have the square root of 6. Well, the square root of 6 times 0 minus 2. And we want to know if that equals 5 minus 3 times 0. Okay, so looking at that, let's see. 6 times 0 is just 0, so we have 0 minus 2. So we get the square root of negative 2, and we should stop right there because that's an imaginary number. It's I times the square root of 2, and that's irrational. So we know that 0 does not work. So we can eliminate solutions with 0 in them. So I'll eliminate A and B. All right, now I'm going to try a 1. So let's try 1. So I have 6 times 1 minus 2. Does that equal 5 minus 3 times 1? Okay, so let's work that out. So we'll have 6 times 1 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So we want to know if the square root of 4, does that equal 5 minus 3 is 2. And it does. So 1 has to work. Now the solution has to have 1 in it. So we can eliminate D, and we know that the solution is C. Okay, so we know that this one is our solution. So let's highlight it. Okay, so that one is our solution. Okay, next one. If t over u equals 5, what does 3u over 2t equal? Well, another way we can write this is we can write t over u equal to 5 over 1. So what this is saying is if t would equal 5, then u has to equal 1, because t is, whatever t is, it's 5 times as large as u. Doesn't necessarily mean that t is 5, but we know that's 5 times the amount of u. So let's say t is 5, u is 1. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in here, and let's just maybe jump up the font size. So we're going to do 3 times u. We're saying u is 1. So we'll do 3 times 1 over then 2 times 5, because t is 5. Okay. Okay, so let's see. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. So our solution to this, 3u over 2t, is equal to 3/10. Let's see if we can highlight that. Okay. All right. Next one. Given that f of x equals 2x minus 5 and g of x equals 4 times, that should be f of x, should be in parentheses there, times f of x minus 1, what is g of 1? So to figure out g of 1, we have to figure out first f of 1. So f of 1 is going to equal 2 times 1 minus 5, which is going to equal 2 minus 5, which equals negative 3. Okay, so now g of 1 is going to equal 4 times f of 1 minus 1, which is going to equal 4. F of 1 was negative 3, so 4 times negative 3 minus 1, which equals negative 12 minus 1, which equals negative 13. Okay, so our solution is negative 13. Okay. All right, next one. 259 people walk into a room with 57 tables. If all... Yep, I forgot a line. I'm going to say some of the tables, let's see, some of the tables sit 4 people, and the rest sit 5 people. Yeah, that seemed a little short. Okay, so now it makes sense. Otherwise, you needed that piece of information. But so we're going to say x equals, I don't want to capitalize, x equals the number of tables that sit 4 people. Y equals the number of tables that sit 5 people. Okay, so x plus y must equal the total number of tables. So that's got to equal 57. So that's one of my equations. We're going to have a system of equations. And then 4 times x plus 5 times y has to equal the total number of people, because there are 4 people at every x table and 5 people at every y table. So that has to equal 259. Okay, we want to figure out the number of tables that sit 5 people, so we are solving for y. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to subtract x from both sides, and I'm going to just make this here. I'm going to say y equals 57. Oh, no, actually, I want to solve for x. I want to substitute x in, sorry. X equals 57 minus y if I subtract y from both sides. Okay, so now I can substitute in my x value into this equation. So 4 times 57 minus y plus 5 times y equals 259. Okay, so distribute the 4. 4 times 57 is 228 minus 4y plus 5y equals 259. Combining the y's together, we get 228 plus y equals 259. So if I subtract 228 from both sides, I get y equals 259 minus 228, which equals 31. So we can say that 31 tables sit 5 people. And that's our solution to that one. Like that. Okay. All right. So the last one, we have a circle. X minus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 8 is the equation of a circle in the xy plane. If 2, 0 is point A on the circle and AB is the diameter of the circle, where is point B located at? Okay, so first thing you want to figure out is the center of the circle. So to do that, we're going to change the sign here. So the x-coordinate for the center is going to be positive 4. We'll change the sign here, and the y-coordinate is going to be negative 2. So my center is at 4, negative 2. Now, we have to go from the same distance from A and the same direction to the center as we have to go from the center to point B, okay? So from 2, 0 to get to 4, negative 2, we have to go up 2 hold on, let me check something. We have to go up to max. Yes, up to max. So that's plus 2. And then we have to go down 2 on the y. So that's how much we're traveling. So we're going up 2 and down y. And to get to point B, we have to go from there to the center. So we can do 4 plus 2 for the x-coordinate, and then negative 2 minus another 2 for the y-coordinate. So our point B is going to be located. 4 plus 2 is 6, and then negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. So B is located at 6, negative 4. Another way to visualize this, let me highlight that as our answer. Another way to visualize this is to graph it. So I graph the circle on Desmos. Point 2, 0 is here. The center, 4, negative 2 is here. So we go right 2, plus 2, down 2, okay, to get to the center. So we have to go right another 2 and then down another 2 to get to point B, which is 6, negative 4 right here. I can highlight it. Let's see. So if I drag it, not quite there, but yeah, 6, negative 4. So that's point B, and you can see that the diameter would go right through the center here. Okay? I hope that helps you out. If you have additional questions, please ask me in class. and get working hard on those do nows. Remember, Algebra 2 College Prep, we'll do the first 2. Algebra 2 Honors, we'll do the first 3. And Pre-Calculus, we'll do the first 4 of each day. So they're each day, one day is going to have problem number 4. The other day, the 4th problem will be problem number 5. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.